Hi guys, my name is Ankit and this is Layman Cinema. Yeah, you have not stumbled upon the wrong channel. This is indeed Layman Cinema and this is indeed me in front of the camera for the first time doing a video, doing a review of a movie. So yeah, that's what I will be doing today. I will be reviewing a movie which came out last week. My last video dropped last month and it has been quite some time since I've been up with another video, and there had been some technical difficulties on my end which I have finally been able to resolve. So right now I am all ready and all set to give you more videos on a weekly basis. So here is the start of it. So today I'll be reviewing the movie which came out on Netflix last week, and that is Serious Men. It has none other than Nawazuddin Siddiqui as the lead, and it is based on the novel Serious Men, which came out in 2010, written by Banu Joseph. It is a story premised upon the class divide that is existing in the Indian society for quite some time, and sadly, it's still existing now. It is the main crux and the main meta of the story is the class divide that exists in the Indian society. It is basically a story of a father who is trying to leverage upon his son's genius-like capabilities in an attempt to make his life and his family's life better. This guy comes from a very lower strata of the society, like he is a very low caste individual. This guy has struggled all through his life, defied all odds in getting educated, and he finally has a decent job. He knows a fair bit of things because he is a PA of a scientist who works in a research organization. He is a PA of a very famous scientist. So he knows his stuff. He knows all the English keywords and the English catchphrases, how rich people speak, how educated people speak. He knows all that, and he leverages upon all his capabilities. He tries to imbibe it in his son. I will not exactly dive deeper into the story because it would lead me to spoiler territory, which I don't want to give. So if you ask me if I enjoyed it or not, yes, I did enjoy it a lot. It is very entertaining. Since it is based on a novel, there is a lot of content to work with for the creators. So, like there is lots of things happening. It is a very eventful movie. It has just the right amount of masala. It is not overcooked in Bollywood masala, which makes it an entertaining watch, but not a Bollywood pot boiler, to be honest. So it is very carefully balanced. So the classes as well as the masses will like this film. The main problematic issues with this film is mainly towards the second half. There are not too many issues, to be honest, but I found that the climax was a bit too rushed. That was one of the issues which disturbed me. I understand why it happened this way, because the conflict, every movie has a build up conflict and resolution, right? So here the build up was fine. The conflict was the area of the problem. The directors took the conflict way out of hand, like it was blown out of proportion. It was, the conflict was so huge, it peaked so much at one point of time that it was very difficult to provide a suitable resolution to close all ends. Like to give a perfect resolution to it, it was quite impossible. It was almost impossible to close all the ends in the climax. So they compromised on the believability factor to close all the ends. So once the director compromises on the believability factor, the writing seems weak. You feel a bit disengaged. You feel that this is not what happens in real life, but that's okay. I understand overall the entire movie, like three-fourths of the movie is very good. Only the last half is a bit on the weaker side. The climax is a bit on the weaker side, but it's still a satisfactory climax, if I can put it this way. It's a satisfying climax. It is not overtly emotional, but it is emotionally appealing. So yeah, it is emotional, but not too much. So just the right balance. But still, I believe it was on the weaker side, the climax. It could have been tied up much more precisely, much more carefully. The directors could have extended the film by 15-20 minutes to tie it all up, but they didn't choose to go that way, so we have to deal with it. So overall, it's not a bad movie. It's a good movie, to be honest. It's an entertaining watch. The Nawazuddin Siddiqui carries most of the movie on his shoulders. Like he and the child actor, their character arcs, they are the highlight of the movie. The morally disturbing choices which the central character of Nawazuddin Siddiqui takes, it makes the story a whole lot interesting. He is not the clean white guy. He is not someone who is preaching. He is not a preacher. He is just a human being trying to make his life better. The decisions he takes are questionable, but yeah, that's the crux of the story. and the social commentary in this, the underlying commentary about the class divide, it is not spoon fed on you. It is not preached on you. The values that the film tries to impart, you have to be sensible and matured enough to pick on those values. Otherwise, it will not the film will not spoon feed you with all those values. So yeah, you have to be a sensible audience to grasp those. I really like the social aspect of the film, as I'm reiterating time and time again. And another thing which was absolutely brilliant was the humor and the dialogues. The dialogues were raised to the level of brilliance by the speech delivery of Nawazuddin Siddiqui. Had any other actor said lines like I cannot deal with primitive minds," lines like this, simple lines, but any other actor wouldn't have been able to execute it with the pinch of humor which Nawazuddin Siddiqui did. In certain tense situations, the humor which comes with his dialogue delivery is so awesome that it will crack you up. Nawaz does a fine job. He does a yet another stellar performance as usual. Like I don't remember the last time this guy gave a poor performance. I don't remember at all any poor performance of Nawaz, to be very honest. So yeah, it is quite expected. If he is in the cast, the film has to be good. At least the acting, the performances has to be good, and it is good in this movie. So yeah, you can definitely give this movie a watch. It is an entertaining movie. There are not too many weak links in this movie except towards the end. The writing is more or less fine, and it gets better because of the humor and the way the humor is delivered by the actor. So you can give this a watch. And if you ask me how much I would rate it on a scale of 10, then maybe a 7 or a 7.5. Yeah, 7.5 out of 10 will be a just rating for this movie. So that will be it for this movie, guys. Do let me know if you agree with my review. If you have watched this film, let me know if you liked it or did not. What are the other movies you want me to look up and review? Please also let me know. If there are any web series, any rare ones please do let me know. If you are interested in my reviews, I will do a review on that movie or that web series and put out a video here so that you can enjoy it. And more videos upcoming in the next few weeks. Hopefully everything will be fine this time, and I will see you very soon. Till then, take care of yourself. Goodbye and see you next time.